All right, welcome once again back to the Blank Propaganda Machine, our mid-season finale. How we doing, guys?
Mid-season finale, guys.
Stoked.
I'm not really.
Why?
I don't know. I think I just get sick of always having to be stoked in the intro. Like,
really?
What's the point?
You just want to take it easy during the intro.
Sometimes I just want to sit back and chill.
Well, that's what the break's for.
Yeah, we always got to be like, exactly.
We work ourselves to death for entertaining these people.
Indeed.
That's right. That's why we need a break. So I'm just going to be chill during this intro.
There
just
you go.
Chill.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you kick back and take it easy.
Well, right on. Well, on this week's Prop Culture, we meander far off the trail in search of Capybara combat.
And on a new segment we're calling Truth or Propaganda, we play our version of Hollywood Squares, and we find out who's the boss of 80s sitcom knowledge.
But first, words get kind of tasty and things get a little refreshing on BPM Ranks. I'm Kraig.
I'm Kirk.
And I'm Jed. Now let's see what tangled web we weave on this episode of The Blank Propaganda Machine.
All right, here we go with some BPM ranks.
Yes, sir.
Time to rank it up.
First time this season.
Yeah, so the way this one goes, this is another old fan favorite, is we're going to each rank a topic, our top 3, and in what order, and then give our reasons why. And this week, we're going to be talking about our most cherished non-alcoholic refreshment drinks.
Oh.
So if you were on a desert island and you had 3 choices for drinks to drink for the rest of your life, this is your choices and in what order they are most important to you.
Your bevy bevs.
Exactly.
So to speak.
A personal choice, no doubt. And Jed, you got some choices picked out for us?
Okay, so yeah.
Wait, I got a question. Sorry to cut you off, brother.
Well, also,
Sorry to cut you off. Are we doing honorable mentions? Because last time we did this, some people were throwing out honorable mentions in the middle of fucking shit, and it got all screwed up, and I didn't have my honorable mention, and I felt left out.
You feel robbed of your honorable mention?
Yeah. So are we doing honorable mentions, or I have to panically, you Cambodian tea. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you, because I want you to feel good about this.
Okay.
Would it only be fair for you to only have an honorable mention?
No. I want. We all
you
need
want
to
inclusive.
If we're gonna do an honorable mention,
I didn't have one.
or maybe we collectively come up with an honorable mention. That could be fun.
We'll debate that. What would be our 4th choice if we had to choose as a team?
We had to choose as a team, and if we were on a desert island, starving, but somehow we ended up with 4 beverages.
Now, does this?
Then what would that?
This is like leaving out
be?
just having water to drink, I'm assuming.
You can choose water as a choice. That's a non-alcoholic beverage.
But
it's a lame-ass beverage.
Now, if you don't choose water, do you not have access to just water? It's just going to be
these are the only 3 drinks.
Come on, man.
They contain water.
Do you not know how this works? You don't know how this game works?
But here's what I'll say. I like your idea. Let's do a collaborative at the end. A honorable mention, but we should time that one.
Okay. Hive collective mind.
We'll get a minute timer out where we can make our...
All right, I like that.
Yeah.
And we'll come up with the hive mind suggestion.
Fair enough.
All right. So, Jed.
My top 3.
Top 3.
Stuck on a desert island. These are the only things I can drink for the rest of my life. I'm going to say probably my number 3 is going to be hot chocolate. Because, you need something to, good for warming yourself up at night.
I
help you get to sleep.
I didn't even consider warm beverages in that light.
Need something for night. Because a desert island at night is going to get fucking cold. Then my number 2 is going to be just like my homebrewed sweet tea. Because I can drink that shit by the gallon and be perfectly happy. And then
homebrewed, what brand?
Lipton.
I would have guessed Lipton, actually.
You're
he looks
like a Lipton man
guy.
I am a Lipton
he's
man.
A Lipton man.
And
I
then
know he likes to plant tulips.
He's a tulipy guy.
And then my number 1 is cherry Coke when it's cherry Coke and grenadine.
So not the bottled version. You want the bar version.
I want the bar version.
You want the bar version. Okay.
Complete with my fucking cherries floating
in
that
loves
motherfucker.
His Shirley Temples or whatever.
I'm sure I need the vitamins.
Is that called Shirley Temple? No, that's the Sprite version.
That's the Sprite version.
Also
Arnold
refreshing.
Palmer? No, that's a tea mixture.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one, actually. Why didn't I list that?
It's just guys
got still have a chance.
Stream of consciousness.
He does. It's just Jesus Christ. Why didn't I think about these drinks before?
Well,
we got on the air.
You know?
We'll have to get your revised
then we're going to pass
too.
it to you now that
I mean,
you've thrown your own list
had
into
you
chaos.
asked like 9-year-old Kraig what his favorite beverage would be, it would definitely be a Shirley Temple at the bar with them giving you as many cherries as they'll give you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
That's...
Mine would be cherry and grape Kool-Aid mixed together.
Yeah, yours would be.
That's delicious.
Who does that?
Who does that?
I do.
Crap.
Bullshit.
Just kidding. That's a total 9-year-old drink. But anyway, my top 5, sir. Coming in at number 3, a beverage that I fell in love with, again, as a youth, but has also kind of been to my detriment, which is why it's number 3 and not number 1, and that is the classic Coca-Cola.
Classic Coca-Cola?
I mean, over ice... You know, nothing beats that when you're having, like, pizza, especially like good old-fashioned American food, pizza or burger, and a Coke, ice-cold Coke out in a glass, poured over. Ooh!
I think the Italians may have something to say about that pizza bit being American, but, hey, well, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, it is
an
really
American meal.
Yeah.
It's an American pizza.
It's
Have you seen the
it's
pizzas that they make
they
over there?
maybe created
they don't
it,
look
but
like
our
That's
pizzas
true.
are better. Come on.
I would agree.
Come on.
They don't even use sauce most of the time.
I know it's ridiculous.
If
Anyway,
they
we're
do,
going on a
it's
tangent
white.
here.
We should have done pizza.
Yeah, we should have
ranked
fucking
pizzas.
done pizzas, but we're doing beverages, so...
Yeah.
Coke's your number 3.
Coke's my number 3. And coming in at number 2, highly, highly, highly underrated. And I'm a little disappointed in both of you.
I haven't had mine yet.
And number 2 is water, man.
Water.
An ice cold water out of... When I drank that water out of that glacier water,
Weren't you the
I
man
felt like a
that
god.
literally just said water is lame?
No, that was this guy. That's why I'm
And you
it was-
agreed.
No, I did not agree. It was on my list. Why would I agree to that? You agreed, actually. The two of you are the ones who said
No,
water
I simply
was
asked
lame.
if this was going to include water or not. And then he said
And then
it
he
does
said
not.
no. He said, yeah,
and
it
then
does.
you said water is lame.
He said, no, you can include it if you're lame. That's what he said.
I did say that.
God, man. Get
And
it
then I
together.
also
And then
said
you're
that-
like, yeah, man. We'll go back and rewind it. You'll go back and hear this over and over and over again because you're the one who edits. And you'll get to listen to my voice right now. Fucking rub it into your asshole because you fucked that up.
Did you hear that at home, Jed?
You
listening to
hear
this
that
editing?
at home, Jed editing? Yeah. In 2 weeks or whatever, you're going to go back and hear this. You'll forget about it. And be like, God damn it, that son of a bitch always riding me. But anyway, water, man, highly, and it really makes you feel good too, especially as I get older. Some of these, like Coke, I drink that, I feel like shit nowadays.
Yeah.
I just feel blah, feel weighted. I don't like it so much, even though it's lovely, wonderful in its own right, but health-wise, it doesn't make me feel good. But water, nothing makes you feel better than water if you're not feeling great in that sense. And it's cool with a nice, refreshing glass after you've been shooting some hoops, playing some b-ball, that kind of. I couldn't really do a basketball sound. I don't have a basketball, so that was like me swishing.
That was good.
That was pretty good, right?
I got it. I got it.
All right, cool. So yeah, water comes in at number 2. And my number 1, gentlemen. My number 1. This is the Southern man coming out. I was born in Jackson, Tennessee.
Uh-oh.
Goodness.
And so nothing beats a nice, cool glass of sweet tea.
All right. Good.
So
He said Southern gentleman. Normally he goes on a fucking rant,
Completely different. Yes.
Whoa, no, that's...
fucking Confederate flag
Come
comes
on.
out.
When I honestly thought when he said that he was
come
going to say
on.
lemonade.
Well,
Lemonade.
Yeah.
What am I, a child? No, not lemonade. I'm not 6. I don't have a stand. So there.
Well, the
Sweet
reason
tea,
the
sweet
lemonade
tea.
stand works is because adults buy it.
I'd say sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Number one.
Well, I mean, I can't disagree with you, dude. My number 2 is sweet tea.
Yeah, you're
so.
up there. We're in agreement.
So
there.
at the
It's
very
one of the best.
least, sweet tea right now is trending somewhere between 1
Yeah,
and 2.
and if we had the Duck Dynasty guy here
It'd
as
be
a
a
guest,
shoo-in
he
for
would
one.
be sweet tea would be number 1 easy. So it's up to you, Kirk. It's up to you. I want to know his list now. I'm ready. What's your list, sir?
All right.
Uh,
You asked for it.
Woo, I'm on it, baby.
So, 10 years ago, if you'd asked me, maybe not even more than that, I would agree with the Coca-Cola, because I used to drink this shit like mad. But for the same reasons you also described, I stopped drinking it because it made me feel like shit. So I replaced that with my number 3 choice, and that is a nice pure LaCroix.
Look, he gets the fancy sparkly.
Yes, he does.
water.
Yeah, absolutely.
What flavor?
I like the pure flavor. I like
Just
the
straight
unflavored. Yeah, because sometimes the other flavors, they taint a little bit of whatever the situation is. Maybe I'm not in the mood for fucking pamplemousse.
I thought you liked taint.
Or lime. Taint?
No.
They don't make that flavor anymore, though.
But you said it taints things.
What,
I thought you liked to be tainted.
It taint misbehaving. No, like literally, somebody even described it once, like flavored LaCroix. It's like if somebody like shouted a flavor from across the room, like, lime. LaCroix! That's all you're getting. It's not like full on lime flavored. It's a hint of. It's an essence of.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like
a marginal outline of lime.
LaCroix sounds like a fancy cat coughing up a hairball. LaCroix! LaCroix!
Well, that's French in general, really, isn't it?
Well, I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
When it doesn't make you just sound drunk.
And I'm sorry that we offended our
French
listeners there.
listeners.
That was not.
They'll be fine. Because my number 2 is Orangina. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, what's your next one?
Yeah, so the next one I'm going to give is it's a good staple. It's not necessarily healthy, but it's a healthier option is orange juice.
Orange juice,
a nice cold orange juice.
Any particular brand? Like you talking like
that's
Simply
healthy.
Orange?
Well, that's why I say there's a lot of sugar in there, but it's at least a healthy.
The way
it's not
or
like
are you
high
talking
fructose
just like a
syrup.
steady stream of oranges with which to make juice?
It's got like 16 cups of sugar in it, though.
It's got a lot of sugar. It does. You're right. I'm not drinking it all the time, but it's there. It's got some vitamin C. And to answer Jed's question, I don't necessarily have necessarily like a certain brand, but what I will say is like I want some pulp in there. I want to know I'm drinking orange juice.
He's a pulpy guy.
I don't need the extra pulp
Simply
or whatever.
Orange, high pulp. That's my thing.
Yeah.
You're not a self-oranger?
A self-oranger?
You don't do
your own juice.
Make your own juice?
Not if there's some peon to do it for me. I live that life.
Yeah, I mean, he is a LaCroix drinker.
Exactly.
So
plus, it takes a shitload of oranges to make a glass of orange juice.
Well, nobody said there was like a limit. Like I would just assume we're on a desert island. There's a magic fountain that's
just dispensing whatever you want.
Whatever the drink is that we were saying. So
okay, so number 2, orange juice. I think that's kind of weak, but okay.
Well, fair enough.
What do you got?
But it's
at number
not
1?
your fucking choice.
Oh God, it isn't.
So what's number 1?
Number
one,
one.
top one.
Is it's kind of along the lines of what you got. I don't drink sweet tea. I drink unsweet tea. And the reason I'm going unsweet tea is I can, if I wanted to, it's going to come out ice cold. But if I wanted to warm it up and make some hot tea to make a hot beverage, it's versatile.
Oh, okay. Versatile. Yeah. Versatile tea. All right. I can dig it. I can dig it, sir.
We all came up with tea.
I drank a lot of tea recently on the last trip I took. My favorite was the ginger lemon tea.
Okay.
It settled my tummy.
You start getting into flavor tea. That's another thing about tea is you can definitely take it in different directions.
Green tea's good.
Tea is one of the... okay, so I think the honorable mention should be an Arnold Palmer. Oh, lukewarm reaction.
Wait a minute, so you want to throw your previously laughed at lemonade into the tea that's been held in high esteem?
Well, it's a mixed drink at that point. Would you say that your favorite drink or whatever, the Coke and grenadine, is like you just be cool with just drinking straight grenadine? Does that sound like the right way to go? No. It's an added flavor, sir.
Grenadine's not made to be drunk by itself.
Arnold Palmer, sir, is 50-50 lemonade and tea.
So you're only half a man. That's what you're saying. Because before the lemonade was for kids.
Mr.
Yes, indeed.
My favorite drink is orange juice. I don't want to hear anything about manly.
Second favorite, right?
And everybody drinks orange juice, man. It's not a kid's thing.
That's a kid's drink.
Except for commies. Commies don't drink orange juice.
Oh, my Lord. Come on, man.
Well, I guess we can agree on one thing, and that is that tea, I guess, comes in first overall, seeing as how it was first for you, second for me.
Yeah, tea's good.
I'm
not super even, surprised.
We're not even all that British.
Nope.
We're definitely not.
And then I guess the general idea of Coke comes in a second, because it was a first for me and a third for you.
And definitely would have been
a
4 for me, probably.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Because I still enjoy a nice cold one from McDonald's. That's really the only place I'll get a Coke.
And
it tastes very different from there. They got their own way of doing it. And the honorable mention is the Arnold Palmer. Okay.
I can respect it. I don't know if I thought we were going to take a minute to deliberate, but that's all right.
Not just have one of us blurt out what it is and nominate it for the other.
I thought that's what
Honorable
we all
mention,
decided.
Arnold Palmer, right? Am I right, guys? Show's
That's
over.
what we all decided.
Have fun.
That's what we all decided, clearly.
Oh, okay.
Well, I won't kick it out of bed. I'll have an Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
And, I bet you Arnold Palmer would be offended by you calling him half of a man.
Listen, first off, I don't give a fuck what
Arnold
Arnold Palmer or his corpse, is he still alive?
He beat your face in with his dead club.
He can fucking welcome
now,
to try.
Is it the club that's dead or him?
Both.
Both.
If a club's being held by a dead man's hand, it's dead. It's a dead club.
It's a dead club.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah. Well, the Arnold Palmer estate's going to be contacting us any day now for slander against this guy's fucking dead corpse. He has nothing to do with that drink,
Hey,
though.
leave him alone, okay? He's a good man. He's a great golfer.
He was a mediocre
And he had
man and a great golfer.
An amazing drink.
And a racist.
Whoa. He was not a racist, sir.
No?
I met him once at a band concert for the golf course that he christened right outside my parents' house.
Yeah, whites only course, right?
No, that's not it. There are plenty of black people allowed in.
Yeah, the wait staff can come around back. That's
this
great,
is ridiculous.
Man.
This is ridiculous,
This guy
sir.
just keeps
Somebody's got
digging
to keep the grounds.
All these horrible accusations against the great Arnold Palmer.
But what about Arizona iced tea, man? That's got tea in it still.
Hey,
And those are great.
99
they are
cents.
very good.
99 cents.
Those will save your life.
So that was BPM Ranks,
BPM Ranks.
where we figured out that tea is the number one drink. Who'd have thought?
The British have been saying it for years. The Indians have been saying it for years.
And the Chinese, I believe.
Chinese, too. See? You can't fucking go wrong.
Shit. I mean, really.
All right, guys. Prop Culture back again for the second time this season. How we feeling?
Ooh-wee.
Super pumped.
All right, so Prop Culture is where we pick something out in pop culture that's either, hitting the mainstream or something that's near and dear to us, and we either recommend it or might even possibly tell you to steer away from it. So who wants to start off?
I have an excellent recommendation.
You have an excellent
sir.
recommendation? Well, all right, well, hit us up with it.
All right, guys. I've been waiting a long time to tell you guys this, and you know this because this is an amazing show that I know if you guys watched would blow your fucking mind.
Blow them, huh?
Maybe change your perspective on life.
Alter our view of the fabric of the universe.
That's exactly right.
I'm
And
intrigued.
yes, this show is a show called Stars on Mars.
Stars on Mars.
Stars on Mars, gentlemen, is an amazing show that I highly recommend. It is hosted by none other than William Shatner.
Oh, God.
Who's been to space?
Yes, who has actually been to space. But William Shatner hosts this show, and it's basically they take a bunch of celebrities
And they're going to try to send them to Mars?
and they put them in a Mars
simulated
hab.
hab.
The
Okay.
simulated
okay.
Mars, yeah, and
Little
then
biodome kind of
a
thing.
biodome kind of thing, and then they throw these things at them, emergencies and whatnot, and they have to react, and whoever does the poorest, they kick off. Like, they don't have the supplies for everyone to
So it's
stay
like-
there, so they have to send somebody back.
Somebody's got to go back home, huh?
Someone's
So-
got to go back to Earth.
What is the level of celebritydom in here? Is
Oh,
this like
it is-
A-list, or are we talking like surreal life
Lower.
cast members?
It's actually
Maybe
better
one or-
than you'd expect. It's
Maybe
better
one or
than
two
you'd
people
expect.
trying to rehab their careers.
So first of all, the celebrities, they refer to Shatner as Shatty Daddy, which is funny in itself.
Shatty
He'll
Daddy?
come on and he's in Earth and he tells them scenarios. They'll call him to the room to check the monitor and they're like, Shatty Daddy, tell me what's up. But it actually has some decent celebrities. For instance, Lance Armstrong is on this show. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay, you know Lance Armstrong?
Yeah, former world-renowned bicyclist, later
Yes.
repudiated over his steroid use. Yes, I'm
Yeah,
familiar
yeah.
with the man.
Yeah, Lance Armstrong. Ariel Winter is on this show. Do you know who that is?
The name sounds
It's the
familiar,
girl from
but-
Modern Family,
The girl
right?
from Modern Family, the second
Okay.
child, the smart girl.
Right, okay.
In Modern Family. She's in it. There is some reality TV stars. There's a few of those in there, like Real Housewife is in there. But there's a lot of athletes, too. So Ronda Rousey is one of the contestants.
Working on her comeback after her faux pas got her kicked off of, was it Mandalorian? Did she get kicked off of that?
No,
you're thinking of a different lady.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Don't be confusing Rhonda with that woman.
With Gina.
Whatever that lady is. Who was horrible. No, Rhonda, yeah, she was a fighter. She was mixed martial art fighter. Mixed martial artist,
That's
as
true.
They might say.
She was a sandwich artist, too.
She was a sandwich artist back in the day, too. She was really good with the BMT.
Yeah. The bigger, meatier, tastier?
The BMT is all her...
It's a difficult build.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome.
It
But
is.
anyway, yeah, it's... So she's on that show, and then we have Richard Sherman is on the show. And I can't think of his name. It's really bothered me. He's a running back. He was in Westworld for a minute.
He was a running back?
Yeah, what is his name? He was Richard Sherman's... He was on the same team as him. They're
General
both football
Sherman?
players. I'm going to have to look
Sherman's
it up now.
March?
But...
the one to Atlanta or the one
the
to
guy
the
who,
sea?
The guy who played McLovin.
Oh,
McLovin?
Christopher
Yeah.
Plintz Matthew or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, Natasha Leggero.
Oh, yeah, she's funny.
She's funny. She's the one who came up with Shatty Daddy. So,
like, what is the pull to this show? The drama or the failure that they can't really pull off the maneuvers, or are they pulling off the maneuvers?
I mean, it's all of the above, sir. It's
like,
the
did they get
between
any
the
formal
two.
training, or are they just being thrown in and having to
No, there's no formal training. They
pull
have
on
to,
their
put
background of whatever they were in?
Yeah, they have to put on these fake, astronaut suits and go outside and
yours has a puncture. You've got so many seconds to get back, or you're
yes,
dead.
Exactly, that kind of shit. Yeah, they have a meteor shower and they have all these punctures that they have to fill. There's some equipment falls over in a storm. There's all kinds of
stuff.
stupid
Various
little things
scenarios, and they have to work together as a team, and the weakest link gets kicked out.
That's exactly right. It's very stereotypical reality TV show, except the setting is a have in Mars.
That's crazy shit.
From the Mars soundstage in Lower Manhattan or wherever it is.
You will absolutely love it. It is God's gift to you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward.
Stars on Motherfucking
And what
Mars.
platforms? What platform can this be
I watched
seen
it on
on?
Hulu. I'm sure it's on ABC or something.
Well, it's on regular TV.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dying field
I don't
of
have regular
entertainment.
television.
What do you have?
I don't have Hulu either.
Thing is, you do have regular television. It's impossible not to. You just might not have an antenna to bring it in.
It's free.
Yeah, I don't have a digital
buddy.
antenna.
Free. Well, whose fault is that?
Yeah, work harder.
I know. Come on, man. Watch it.
Take the things in life that you want.
Just
I guess
do
I
it
kinda
already.
did that. That's probably why I don't have regular television anymore.
Well, then he's giving you a reason to
Now
get
you
it.
got a great reason.
To get Hulu.
Stars on motherfucking Mars, sir.
Name one celebrity that he named.
Yeah, good luck with that.
You weren't listening to him at all. That's the point.
Oh, not one. You can't name one celebrity. Just name one of those.
One of them?
Describe one of them. You
You
don't have to
even,
name
like-
it. Just describe him.
McLovin's on there. I mean, you can't forget McLovin.
All right. Well, that was
Okay.
fair enough. You did describe somebody.
Give me three.
Give you three? No, that's
That's
going
one.
to be difficult.
That's one.
I'm too high to remember what I'm thinking
Come
about.
on, man.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, you should at least.
Ronda Rousey's on there.
Ronda Rousey. Okay,
good,
We'll give you
good.
that.
Who
and
else?
then who'd you lead off with?
Right. That's the one I thought you were going to get right.
That I was gonna get
I
off the
know.
bat.
Like, how do you
You
not?
even because you
Because it was too long ago.
well, but you
It was
had a
too long
comment
ago.
about
It
it.
was
I've
all
gone
of
through short memory
5
cycles,
minutes
and it's
ago.
gone.
William Shatner,
Shatner.
dude. Shatty Daddy.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Shatty Daddy. Oh, yeah, and the guy couldn't remember Marshawn Lynch, who is fucking hilarious. You guys know Marshawn Lynch?
I've seen him pop up in some shit.
Yeah, he's in
where he is
Westworld.
funny.
He's the guy who, like,
oh, okay.
he's
Yeah, I
like
do
the
remember that
thuggish
now.
guy who they call to do crimes. He calls and does crimes with, or
Yeah.
whatever.
I think
He's
he was in an episode of
hilarious.
Murderville too.
Yes, he was. He was in an episode
That
of
was
Murderville.
pretty good.
He is like comedy gold. If we had him on our show, we would just like give him a mic and let him go. He's like one of those kind of people. Speaking of Marshawn, if you're out there listening, we'd love to have you on the show.
We can get you a hot meal.
Yeah,
Maybe some
smoke
strawberry
some
shortcake
good
afterwards.
herb with you, and,
Yeah.
Pair with a nice ice cream.
Listen,
and an Arnold
we
Palmer.
only have the budget for a strawberry shortcake.
We'll give you
This guy's throwing out ice cream now.
strawberry shortcake and an Arnold Palmer.
That's
He's
right.
throwing in an Arnold Palmer. You got to buy tea and lemonade to get that.
That's true.
Not if you go to like Chick-fil-A
Ooh.
or someplace that has, or like McAllister's.
McAllister's
You're
is
going to
it.
give the man a Chick-fil-A.
I'll give him McAllister's. Their sweet tea's the bomb. I should have specified that's probably the best sweet tea.
That is a good one.
McAllister's.
Yeah.
You ever had that one?
I have. It's not
I
bad.
actually do half sweet tea, half not sweet tea for my own health. Being a good boy.
That's a good
I
one.
brew mine at home and add how much sweetness I want.
Well, nobody cares, okay?
Clearly.
All right, so that's my recommendation.
All right,
Kirkalish,
yeah.
Kirkalish, what you got, son?
Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm recommending people stay away from my topic because it's an animal.
Wow.
An animal.
Yeah. And here's the deal.
Is it a chimp?
It's not a chimp.
Okay.
It's a capybara.
Capybara? Those things are adorable. What?
Capybara?
Yeah.
I saw some capybaras raising a kitten.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it was for nefarious fucking purposes.
What's wrong with them?
They're up to no good, huh?
Well, here's my problem. Before I was like 38 years old, never fucking heard of them or seen one. Ever.
Okay. Yeah.
They just showed up on the fucking scene.
Come out of nowhere, huh?
I don't like it.
They're just
seems
giant
suspicious to you.
gerbils.
Exactly. They're giant fucking guinea pig gerbil.
But they're
Things.
from South America, right?
It doesn't matter. They're
Argentina, didn't
here.
They grow up in the
They're
Alps?
at the zoo. You can go. There's one within 15 miles of where we're sitting right now.
They're
Yeah, but
very
it's
social
contained,
creatures, too, by the way.
You know, if you punch one in the fucking face, not so much.
Well, don't punch them in the face, dude.
Where did they come from, man? They
You
just showed up on the scene. I don't give a fuck. So obviously, they came from somewhere.
Hey, listen.
Why did they feel the need here recently to bring them around? Is
I
what you're
just
thinking.
want to know, where were they for the first 38 years of my life? And then I turn a corner and there's a giant guinea pig.
Listen, they're not actually here. They're not in Ohio. That's on the internet.
They're in the zoo.
That's on the internet.
What?
Yeah, we don't have those locally. They're not just like
There
running
is.
around.
They do have them in the zoo, though,
Well, it might have them in the zoo, okay?
and that's boggling his mind. That
It's
for
within
the-
15 miles of where you're sitting, bud.
And you probably did see them and just didn't care until recently.
No, I saw it and I was horrified. I said, what is going on?
You were horrified?
Yes.
It's a gerbil, dude.
It's a giant gerbil, bro.
And they're real friendly.
I don't give a fuck. So
They
it
let,
still looks
like,
big enough
turtles
that if
ride
they
'em and
wanted
shit.
to, it
I've
could
seen
climb
it.
into bed with him and gnaw his
I've
fucking
seen
neck
it. They
off.
let
I
other
just don't
animals.
like that they came out of nowhere.
They hang out with other animals and shit. They'll like let turtles ride them around and shit. They don't give a fuck. Birds and stuff. They're super cool, man.
That's
You're a
because
dick.
they're trying to blend in.
No,
They're
dude.
trying to be fucking.
You're just a dick, man.
Hey, that's fine.
And because capybaras are badass, bro.
Capybaras are made up. And I'd like to know what the fuck.
Listen.
Somebody
I'm-
just dropped them on the fucking scene and split, and I want to know why the
I'm
fuck.
What's the deal
changing
is?
my recommendation to I'm gonna recommend that if you see a capybara, you go up and pet it and snuggle it up and say hi.
You know what? Here's what I do. I would say go up to it, look it in the eye, make your own determination. You're going to know in your gut whether it feels right or wrong. If you're feeling the need to like fucking take your life
Into your own
Look,
hands.
in your own
man,
hands, go
what
for the
you're
pet.
saying here is irresponsible, sir.
No.
We have an army of listeners out there that are going to take your word for what it is and go out there and start murdering capybaras.
No,
Nobody
everywhere,
said
nobody
about
every
said
chance
murder.
that.
they
Hold
get.
on, now
Nobody
you're going
said
too
that.
far.
No, I just know that's what's going to happen.
Killer over here with the
I know,
killer
man.
instinct.
No, I just know.
All he said
you
was,
start...
all he said was, you need to stay away from. him.
Okay, Trump. Oh, I didn't say no. I didn't tell him to attack January 6th.
Oh, look at him.
I just... Come on, buddy. You need to calm down with the language, bro, and the aggressiveness
Oh, me?
towards living beings in this world, okay,
No,
bud?
I'm not saying other than the punching him in the face just because I was taking a gas. I was taking a side when I first saw one.
Well, that's...
It was an instinct.
That's...
Put him off his feet, as they used to say.
Other than that, I have no don't harm them. I will say that. Don't harm the capybara. It's not their fault that somebody decided to make up a fucking animal
They didn't
in
make
the
it
early
up.
2000s and just say,
You got
here's
a
this.
little-
It's been here the whole time.
Got a little woodchuck teeth in the front. They're cute.
Describing it isn't going to fucking do anything for me other than the fact that like they were just dropped here. This is Mandela effect shit.
It's like I want to punch Splinter in the face.
No.
Like, what do you have against Splinter, bro? And the TMNT?
So you're saying because they weren't present in the literature, they weren't present in the pop culture.
Correct.
Just all of a sudden,
I'm just supposed to buy the at
this
face
day
value.
we had
that
no
these things are just
capybaras.
here,
This
and they've
day
always been a
we've
part of
got
life.
these massive
Here's the
fucking
thing,
gerbils
man.
all of a sudden.
Here's
Right.
the thing, Kirk. You're kind of ignorant. All right, dude?
Fine.
And they've been around a long time. You just didn't know about it because you were too busy watching fucking Star Trek for the 400th time. All right?
Well, let me ask you this. Because they've obviously solved the
why-
capybara problem on Star
Yeah.
Trek times because they're not there.
They're not there.
Right.
They're not in the continuum, Kraig.
When do you first remember encountering a capybara?
I was 16 years old.
Where?
I was fighting one in the bush of Australia.
They're not from Australia.
He took one there specifically
I
to
took
fight
one
it.
there.
Just took it to fight.
I uncaged
Bought it
it.
a
I
plane
brought
ticket?
a cage.
Yeah, you throw it out
Yeah.
with a parachute, and
Yeah,
then you
I took
wait a
the
couple
cage
minutes, and then
I
you
rattled
jump
it.
out,
I just rattled it. I like, and then I opened it up real quick.
tossed it out.
And it got angry at me.
It was like the Gorn episode from
I
Star
started-
Trek.
Yep.
And I fought it. And I prevailed. And then we...
Did you take it out with a bamboo cannon?
No, I didn't kill it, man. I'm not in...
So this guy
I'm not
just
a
told a story about how he
barbarian.
went violent on a capybara.
I mean,
I'm
just
not... But
right
then,
here. I mean,
no,
yeah.
it was...
Mistreated it.
It was
That's
his
not
dream.
true. We were buds, and then we got in a fight, and then we made up. I bought the dude a beer afterwards. We went and bought ourselves a...
What kind of beer does a capybara like to
Foster's.
drink?
Yeah, we were in Australia, so we had a Foster's.
And what's his
Because
name?
it's Australian for beer? That makes the
Anthony.
Australians weep.
Anthony Capybara.
Anthony Capybara. He's a badass.
Matoni Capybara.
Tony Capybara is my boy, dude.
Tony Cap.
I mean, I gave him a black eye, but he also bit me in the
But how'd you know it was
nutsack, so-
black? He's got fur.
Well, it's bruising, bro.
It
Why?
swells-
Do
one
you
eye
not know
swells
how
shut.
that shit works? This guy, I think, has something against black things. He's like, how'd you know it was black?
At least capybaras, black capybaras.
Well, any
There are
capybara.
no black
Regardless of the
capybaras, I don't think. Pretty sure they're all tan. I mean, there might be an
Jesus.
albino or pink one every now and then. Like,
The more you
what I mean?
know.
Like a dolphin, you know?
They're all the blandest
Occasionally a
color there
pink
is.
dolphin.
Tan.
So I think you even made my point with your story. Capybaras can only be trusted half the time. Go with your gut, but I don't like that somebody just put them here in the early 2000s and
Ah.
expected us to go with it.
That's malarkey, dude. All right, anyway, let's move on. What do you got, man?
So for my recommendation is that you go out and check out things are advancing technology-wise. And one of the newest things that they've brought out for us just to entertain ourselves is they're taking old entertainers and they're using them to do like new songs, like traditional or like contemporary songs. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
like the
Give
one
us an
example I have. So one example I have here is you could have Elvis Presley sing "Baby Got Back," which is just brilliant.
Okay. And so this is like AI generated?
So it's
you're
all
saying?
it's AI generated. So there's people are starting to put out a lot of these different things. There's a lot of good ones you can check out.
So when it comes to like the writer's strike and all that shit, you would clearly be on the side
Of the AI.
of the AI people. You're like, fuck their likeness. Who gives a shit
We-
about their
hey,
fucking
if you need
likeness?
something to help fill the gap now that there
My-
is the strike,
Wasn't that
Here
like
you
the
go.
jettest thing ever to recommend that? Right now in
To
this
cross
time.
the picket line
Yeah,
with
he's
his
like,
argument.
everybody, like the whole of entertainment world is shut down over this very issue, and he's like,
AI.
"Fuck it, I'm pro."
Well,
it."
let's bring it around to that more specifically. So you like that AI kind
that
of...
type of a use
Yeah.
I find is
But
can
what
be
ab-
hugely entertaining.
What about the thing in Hollywood now where they're talking about like scanning extras and then just using their likenesses CGI in the background with those
Like,
actors never
continuously.
getting a chance to actually act because they've just signed away their likeness?
Like they can't act in anything else because
Well, they can, but
somebody
it's just
they
like
can't
they're
appear
gonna.
like them.
Somebody
I mean,
might be able to use them
that
as a
background
background
element.
in somebody in another movie. They don't get paid for that movie because now they're just a CGI character.
No.
That's an actual thing.
That's an
being
actual thing going
on.
discussed
Against,
about,
yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, but this is more using an AI to kind of mimic somebody else.
Yeah, and Sarah Silverman right now is suing Microsoft and a couple other companies because they
people
used
are-
her likeness to model their AI after,
Really?
which is fair, I think.
Yeah. So
It's kind of like copyright infringement. So you're a copyright infringer, and that's your recommendation.
How am I a copyright infringer? I haven't infringed
You're
on
just
anybody's
like I
copyright.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Did
He's fucking
Elvis
hilarious.
Presley's family get any of that money?
Yeah, what
I
are
don't
you
think-
doing?
Baby Got Back?
Well,
or
it's-
did Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Yeah, where's Sir Mix-a-Lot's dough?
It's on YouTube, and YouTube has stringent copyright protocols. So if it's not fair use, it wouldn't be able to be on there.
Well, yeah, but AI is new.
Well, that's true. They don't know quite how to go about it.
They haven't really regulated it yet.
Okay. But you like this version of Baby Got Back with
It's
Elvis
a pretty
Presley?
good version of Baby Got Back.
Horrible, man. You're a horrible human being, and I don't know how you could ever go there, man. You might as well rape a baby.
Said every person that ever used a Napster or any of those types of things.
I never
BitTorrents.
used any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Sure.
You
Sure
might as
you
well.
did.
You might as well rape a baby, Jed.
I don't see it
Okay.
that way. No, I don't think so.
Because that's just as evil
There
as
is
what
a-
you're
There's a
suggesting.
huge difference
Mixing
between
Elvis and Baby Got Back.
There's
Craig
a huge
thinks this
difference
is on a
between-
certain level that you may not agree with.
I'm absolutely appalled, sir.
I just don't see how you're appalled.
What? Well, before I reach over and strangle this guy, we better move on.
Right.
So that was Prop Culture. Another good installment.
Enjoy it, folks.
Enjoy. All right, you guys, let's do this here new segment.
All right.
Yes, indeed.
Tell us
New
about
one.
it.
Yes, this segment is called Truth or Propaganda. In this segment, one person asks 3 rounds of questions to one of us. That person then answers the 3 rounds of questions, and then the third person decides whether those answers are correct. And we will accumulate points depending on our answers and depending on what we get right.
What our performance is, okay?
Yeah, and I'll let you guys know what those points are as we move forward. So,
Excellent.
yes, sir. Woo! So, this week's theme, we're going to do 80s sitcoms.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
each one of us is going to ask 3 questions associated with a particular 80s sitcom.
And there's quite a few to pick from. It's a nice broad tapestry of those.
It is, and maybe the golden age of sitcoms.
Indeed.
Absolutely. That's where I
So-
got most of my influence growing up.
We
It was
know.
our formative
We know
years.
that.
Absolutely.
All right, you want to go first there, Kirkalish?
Yeah. We're going to start off with the show Perfect Strangers.
Oh, there you
Ooh,
go.
That's a good one.
That's a
That's a
favorite.
good one.
So, Jed, true or false? The name of the actor who played Cousin Larry Appleton was Bronson Pinchot.
Bronson Pinchot. That name sounds made up. I'm going to say false, but I'm probably wrong.
Larry Appleton, is that it?
Larry Appleton?
Right.
Bronson
I'm gonna agree with Jed
Pinchot. That does.
Tell
yeah.
me why.
because
can
Larry
name.
Dave it was because Bronson Pinchot is the other one. He's Balky.
That's right.
Woo!
There you go.
The guy who played Larry has 3 names.
That's true, too. You get a bonus point if you can name that name.
Wait, now we're doing bonus
David
points?
something.
Sure. Because he's not going to get it.
I'm not. Even though I just saw it a few minutes ago.
I
David
haven't seen it in years, so yeah.
Oh, you
Allen
do.
Lyon.
You were looking it up. I forgot about that. Well, you don't get an extra point anyway, but that's Mark Lynn Baker.
Mark Lynn Baker. And it was
Okay.
3 names. Okay. So, therefore, okay.
You both got a point.
We both got a point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right on. Next
right.
question
Now,
of your 3.
This is
So-
going to be multiple choice.
Multiple
This is a
choice.
multiple choice question, and it's also double the points. So
Double
Double
the
the
points.
points.
Ooh,
2
there we go.
points
So now we're worth
apiece.
2 points. Gotcha.
All right. So this is going to be, which country did Balky come from? This is Balky's home country.
Home country. Okay.
Is it A, Czechoslovakia, B, Greece, C, Kazakhstan, or D, Mypos?
It was D, Mypos.
Why do you think that?
Because I vaguely remember him saying that he was from Mypos. Like it was some
He's
shit that
going
he
off
it's
his-
some shit
he's
that he
going off his
referenced.
memory.
I think I'm going to believe him on that one.
You're going to go with that as
I'm
well?
going to go with that as well.
You're both right.
Oh!
right.
It's not a real country.
No, it is not.
Because they didn't want to offend
Anybody from a real
Right.
country, yeah.
So that gives us 2 more additional points.
Yes, it
3
does.
apiece.
Boom.
So this one is going to double yet again, so worth 4 points.
Oh,
so,
shit.
so even though Kirk hasn't scored any points yet, he could easily walk away
If he stumps us,
winning
yes.
this
he
whole
could.
round.
Yeah, right.
This is the big money
This
round.
is a big money round.
So-
Open-ended question.
And here it goes. What is the name of the dance that Balky and Cousin Larry Appleton perform when they are excited about something on most episodes of the show?
You ought to know this one.
It's the dance of joy.
The Dance of Joy. Why do you say that?
Because now we do the Dance of Joy.
Reenact it.
I can't reenact it. I can't remember
Do
what it
both
looked.
parts simultaneously.
Then that would be difficult.
Come on,
You'd
can
have
do
to be
it.
mirrored at the same time. It just wouldn't work.
I just don't
Like
know.
a Marx Brothers routine.
He's
No,
not
it's the
giving
dance-
me
it's
enough
the dance-
information
it's
to
the Dance of Joy.
make it
So,
to understand
in-
whether or not.
so you don't know why to buy it or
Yeah,
not.
how can I? He's not really giving me much.
Because I'm telling you that's the line before they do the Dance of Joy. I
At least
can't
do
remember.
the hey.
Well, okay. Well, if you all right, so you remember it, and yet you're grilling me. It's the Dance of Joy. I'm going with the Dance of Joy.
I'm gonna agree with him.
All right, there you go. Easy points for you guys.
Woo!
Obviously, Perfect
7.
Strangers fans.
Yes,
So
indeed.
that's good. I'm
Yeah,
glad to be
that's
amongst good
It's a
company.
great show. That's
Given
a
that we
great
don't know the
show.
name of the actors, but yes, we love the show.
Hey,
I know
that's all right.
Bronson
You still got it
Pinchot.
right.
That's true.
I knew Bronson Pinchot.
Okay, well, because you had just researched it recently,
I would have known that anyway.
You
Oh,
thought it was
really?
made up.
I did think it was made up. So sorry about that, Bronson. My
It's funny. I
apologies.
was gonna ask basically the same questions.
Were you really?
Yeah. Well, my third question was a little bit more specific. It was like, what happens to the king of Mypos and when he comes to visit? Because I saw that was a good. But I was gonna ask.
That's a good one because I don't even remember that one.
And I would have thrown in like another made-up name. I was gonna do Mykonos, Mypos, Milos,
So
or Poontown. That was going to be my.
Oh, you were going to totally make them up.
I was considering, but I was like, I'm gonna make it the last one because the first three are real, and he'll be spinning his wheels on that. But that backfired.
No, yeah, that was a good one. You wouldn't. Yeah, I would have gone fake. You would have gone real. That was.
He would have fucked
He
with
did
me
go
more
real.
because he would have gone similar sounding ones.
Yeah, Mykonos would have thrown it off a little.
And that's a real place.
Right, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
in Greece. So. Okay. Anyway, Jed's up. All right. I guess you can ask me, buddy. Huh?
Yes, I am. Okay, so my sitcom that my questions are coming from is the 80s hit Who's the Boss?
Oh.
Well done.
All right,
Charles
so
in charge. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the wrong one.
Yeah, that's fine.
that's Charles in Charge.
I know.
It starts off with the name.
They're kind of.
What are you doing, man?
The
They are very similar, though. I'll give you that. So, my first question for you is in one of two options. Where did Tony and Sam move from to Connecticut? Where'd they come from? Was it the Bronx or Brooklyn?
It was the Bronx, and the reason why I know that is because I specifically remember Tony saying that. Hey, from the Bronx.
Right on. What do you think, sir?
I'm actually gonna go Brooklyn. I just
Okay.
feel like it was more of his representation.
So you don't believe me, huh?
I don't. No, I didn't. You didn't sell that to me. You're going off your memory, and I'm not putting money on that. So I'm gonna go the other way and see if I can't score an extra point out of
Hey,
Brooklyn.
Okay. They were from Brooklyn.
Oh, you sons of bitches. So you
It's
each
1 point
get
for
1
me,
point.
1 point for him.
All right. That question was lame.
That
and
question was
loaded.
lame, was it? Huh?
It's fucking loaded. It's like, which borough? They're the same fucking... It's the same city.
I almost was giving you New York or Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You probably would have been easier off on that.
New York or Brooklyn, they're both
They're
right.
the same, yeah. Manhattan or Brooklyn. That would have been too easy, though.
Tell me the specific street that Tony was on and the number that he...
Where did Tony lose his virginity?
All right, moving on to the next question.
Question 2. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. What was Tony's middle name? Was it A, Stewart, B, Morton, C, Clarence, or D, Edward?
Jesus, he's going like all really hard, obscure
Going,
questions.
who's the
I
boss?
know.
Deep cuts.
I know, exactly. Like, who knows any
I
of this
think what
shit?
happened is you probably never watched an episode of Who's the Boss in your life, and you just Googled a
Who's the
random
Boss?
80s.
Yeah, it's like,
okay.
let's just, we're going to ask questions that are only in specific episodes. So you have to know all 100 episodes of this fucking show. Morton? I don't fucking know.
What do you think?
So the options were
Yeah, what are the options
Edward,
again?
Morton, Clarence.
Clarence.
I'm going to say Morton as well. Anthony Clarence and Anthony Edwards. And what was the first
Stewart.
one? Anthony Stewart. Those don't sound right. Morton, and it's kind of funny. And that's the kind of weird schlocky shit they'd come up with in the 80s for that. Morton.
It was Morton. Bitchin', oh, fucking obscure and shit.
Yeah, that was a blind guess. So we each get... So Kirk is at 3 points. Jed's at 1 and I'm at 2
All right.
For this round.
for this round.
Not in total.
Great.
What color shoes was Tony wearing in episode 47? Scene 3.
And then your last one,
Okay.
douchebag. So who played the role of Angela Bauer on Who's the Boss?
Oh, fuck. Eesh. Angela Bauer. I don't remember her name.
The boss in Who's the Boss,
No idea.
so to speak.
Susan Sarandon.
It's a good stab.
Judith Light.
First of all, you keep answering the questions as if you're supposed to answer the questions as if you believe me. But you're
Why?
Because that's the name of the game. But you keep answering the trivia question.
Oh, I thought that's what I was supposed
No,
to do.
You're supposed to...
You're supposed to say whether his is bullshit or
Yeah,
not.
you're supposed to call
And then you're
me
saying,
out.
I actually think it's going to be...
Well, I know that's wrong, so why should I fucking... Yeah, no. Would you say Stephanie something?
Susan
Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon wasn't on TV in that time period.
Right, and the point is you're supposed to make fun of me.
Susan Sarandon? Susan fucking Sarandon? Really? Those are Bull Durham years. That's not Who's the Boss years. You fuck.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yes, indeed.
That's gold. That's acting.
You're up on this one, sir. You're now asking him the questions, and I'll be the
So-
judge.
And you get to ridicule me, I guess.
It's,
So you get 7 points in that round. Jed gets 5 points in that round. Okay.
I was so proud for knowing Judith Light, too. I just
that
wanted
is,
to get
yeah,
it out.
that was obscure.
Yeah.
That's why I picked Who's the Boss, because I barely fucking remember anything of that show.
And then he asked like super
Super
obscure fucking questions. They were like literally impossible to answer. But okay.
I asked you if he was from Brooklyn or the Bronx. And in mine, I said originally, I was thinking,
Yeah,
he was like, well,
those are
go
like
both
the
ways.
same. That's the same fucking place, basically. They're literally right next door
Right
to,
next
each other. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's a section of a city. It's not the city. It's a section of a city.
It's the 5 boroughs. You should know which borough the man came from.
If you were a real Who's the Boss fan, Mona.
Dear Lord.
All right, let's move along to your
All right.
section here, sir. Let's see what you got for us.
Okay. My lovely sitcom to Kirk Lish is going to be Saved by the Bell. Let's see what you
All
know
right,
about
all right.
Saved by the Bell, sir.
Let's see.
Okay.
Who wrote the theme song?
I'm going to have to kind of look.
That would be a deep cut. I would definitely. I could recite the theme song, but I definitely don't know who did it.
Okay. All right. I'm ready now.
You ready? All right. Bring it on.
The rest of us were ready to go right away, I just want to point out.
This guy had to equal your deep knowledge of. He had to get the.
He
Saved by
has
the
to get
Bell
the deep cuts.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got to find whatever website this man was using so I can really confound him.
Okay. First question. The character, or this is a true or false. The character of Zach Morris was played by Dustin Diamond.
Ooh. Well, I'm gonna have to say I know that Dustin Diamond was an actor on the show, but I'm gonna say it's false.
Why do you think it's false?
Because I'm pretty sure that my buddy Mark Paul Gosselaar was Zach Morris, and I believe Dustin Diamond portrayed Screech.
Do you believe him, Chad?
He knows this shit better than I do. But he would also like to see me just make a fool out of myself. So it's tough. He would gladly trade points to make me look foolish. He's not in agreement.
No, I'm baffled. I'm giving you a baffled look, like it could go either way. Like I don't know.
Yeah, what do you think, bud? You believe him?
I think he's true.
That is correct. And he is correct. Mark Paul Gosselaar is the name of the man who played.
Screech.
No!
You don't even know what you just
Zach
voted
Morris.
for.
He doesn't know what he just voted for. He's just like, he was convincing. So I'm going to
Sounds
take
good
what
to
he
me.
said.
I'm going to go with it.
I'm going to take what he said. He's real convincing. Okay.
It's the Diamond Dude that played Screech.
Diamond Dude.
Didn't he have a rough time of it after that all ended?
Well, he's dead now. If that gives you any indication.
Yes. That actually
But
does.
he did a porn movie,
I got to get it.
Well, that's-
and he got into a knife fight in a bar and was either stabbed or stabbed somebody and did some time.
I can't envision Screech getting into a knife fight in a bar.
Well, that's what the guy who got knifed said.
He's like, Screech came at me with a knife. What the fuck?
Right. He's like, I just thought it was going to be harmless banter. And This guy pulled a knife. It turned out to be Screech.
Tell you, man, my life's so surreal.
Okay. Here's my second question.
This is the multiple choice.
Are you ready for the multiple choice question?
I
It
think
is
so.
worth 2 points apiece
I like it.
if you get it right.
Digging it.
What was the name of the high school that Zach and his friends attended in Saved by the Bell?
Oh, Lord.
Was it A, Bayview High School, B, Bayside High School, C, Viewwood High School, or was it D, Oakland High School?
Wow. I'm going to eliminate Oakland because those kids were not tough enough
Nope.
for Oakland High School.
Not at all.
Let me tell you that right now.
They'd have been rolled out of that school in 2 minutes.
Right. And I see there's some trickery in there. There's 2 of them that start with the word Bay. But if my memory serves me correct, it is Bayside.
Bayside. Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Okay, what do you think?
Sadly for you, I'm going to have to concur with my learned colleague.
You are correct. It is Bayside.
That was some trickery, though. Doing the 2 real similar ones.
Right next to each
Bayview,
other.
Bayside. I might have sprinkled them a little bit further apart.
This guy's critiquing your questioning.
Yeah, the guy who, asks which fucking borough.
Of New
They're
York they
from.
moved
What
from.
was the season that Tony Danza was born in?
Everyone knows it's fall.
He's got that autumn eyes.
Yes, he does.
All right.
Third question incoming, Kirk. You ready?
Third question. This is the open-ended question.
This is for all the marbles.
This is
Yes,
for all
indeed.
the marbles. This is not going to be as easy as the other ones that are. Just want you to know that.
He called those easy.
They were a hell of a lot easier than yours.
I sense some bitterness, don't you?
What cancer did Screech from Saved by the Bell have?
So this would be the character on the show had cancer.
Correct.
Okay. And I do kind of remember the episode.
Vaguely, that shit happening.
But I honestly don't know if I remember what kind of cancer he had. I am going to go with throat cancer because his name is Screech.
Throat cancer, huh? I don't think it was throat cancer. Not that I could name what cancer it was. I don't remember that episode at all. I could see how it would really pull on the heartstrings.
So you've been riding your boy all day long. You're not going to ride him this time, huh?
This time I feel like he is incorrect. Just didn't put a lot of feeling or that smugness there, you know. You could tell he was thinking about that one. I think this one comes straight from his ass.
Could hear the hamster wheel squeaking.
So you are false. You are wrong. It was stage 4 small cell lung cancer.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, you don't have to list all. I would have
Lung
accepted
cancer,
lung
sure.
cancer.
No, I got
but,
you. I get you.
Or even stage 4, I would have probably
Stage
given
4
you-
cancer, you know, there is no stage 5.
I would have
So.
given you at least partial points
Happy
for,
days.
stage 4 penile cancer. I don't know.
I thought he had a really bad melanoma.
So he just had to not agree with me, or
Yeah.
he had to come up with his own
He
answer.
just had to.
I just had to
agree with
refute
me,
you
yeah.
and say, no, you were incorrect, sir.
Yeah, that was a total guess. I don't know that I would.
So that's 3
thought
points to the both of us then.
So yeah, who do you think won, guys?
was 4, isn't it?
It's
No, because
4 points. It's doubles each time.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Goes
So it was
1,
4 to
2
each
to
one.
4.
Okay. I think I did relatively well.
So who do you guys think won?
I think Jed won.
Is that what you think too, Jed?
I know I did well. I don't know if I won.
Yeah,
though. I
Jed
don't-
won because he asked shitty fucking questions that had no chance of being answered.
He answered both of them.
Which questions?
He got 2 out of the 3.
Yeah, the one we guessed on? That one?
No.
I got all of them, didn't I?
You got them all.
Yeah.
What was the third one again?
Who played
Who
Angela?
played the Angela?
Yeah.
Right.
He was surprised he got it, but he had it in there. It was kicking around.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't even know who Vincent Bronson is. And fucking thinks he's made up, but somehow believes that was a fair question. I guarantee you,
Bronson Pinchot?
who played fucking, who played Tony Danza? Do you know that?
Tony Danza is the guy that played the character.
What's the character's name? You just spent all this time looking it up. You
Yeah.
don't know the character he played?
Anthony, yeah, it's Anthony. Tony.
Tony what?
Anthony Tony.
Michelli or some shit like that.
He doesn't even know the last name, but I'm expected to know his fucking middle name.
And you got it right.
Do you remember his daughter's name?
Sam?
Yeah. Sam
Michelli, his last name?
Maselli, yeah.
Maselli.
Yeah.
Weak.
Weak? Says the dude that lost.
Do you know Angela's son's name?
No.
Jonathan.
Mona.
Angela.
So that was Truth and Propaganda.
Truth and propaganda.
It's good stuff. We have to bring this one back. That led to some interesting discussion.
Absolutely.
Abso-fucking-lutely, sir.
Damn right, gang.
We'll see you next time.
Later.
Later, Gator. Guys, it's fucking outro time.
It is outro time. And what a great show that was.
That was fun. A lot of fun.
Got seriously off the rails at points, but very entertaining.
We brought it back together.
Yeah, it's an art, man.
It's the
like
journey.
Fucking jazz.
We're professionals. We always bring it back to the melody.
That's the journey we take you on.
We kind of throw you out there on the ledge.
Yes, indeed.
But you know what? We get better every time with this bad boy.
That's right.
This is fucking the best show we've ever done, and I don't think anybody out there listening would disagree.
I don't think they would, and it's an excellent one for the mid-season finale.
Yeah, it's good that the bar is low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
True. But yeah, mid-season finale, which means we'll be back in a few weeks, I will say.
Yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a break because, it's a
recharge the batteries.
It's a lot of work, as we say.
Yeah, we got to come up with more ideas for you fucking people.
We got to be at our best for you guys.
That's right.
That's really what it comes down to. We want to be at our best.
We can't fucking be working all the time. We got to have lives.
Yes, indeed.
Exactly. And now, thinking of the best.
Yes, sir.
As always, now to play us out, the clunky chunky punkies we call Red Rhythm with Funky People.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Woo! Totally different element than a regular beverage. You know what I mean?
Indeed. So this is BPM Ranks, episode 4, season 2. We're not ready, though.